Welcome to Alexandria Motor Arena. We are here for today's tilt with the Maple Grove JV girls taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. Cardinals are going to be going from our left to right. You don't really care about that because Maple Grove's going from my right to left. They're wearing their home or away jerseys, but the dark jerseys trimmed out in gold and white. Alexandria wearing their home jerseys trimmed out in the black and red. They're white. They're going to be going from our left to right. Both teams are at their benches. They're going to talk about this game. We got 15 minutes on the clock for period one of this afternoon's tilt. We'll get starting lineups here in just a moment. We'll see if they're going to announce them. I don't think they will, but we will call them out as we get into the game. Alexandria, a little bit of a short bench, only 9 players on their bench, so I don't know if that'll come into a factor later on in the game with the Crimson full bench over there with 4 full lines. Out to start the game, it looks like it's going to be Sukup at center. On the right is Lawrence, and on the left is Dorn. On the point is Benson and Willie. In net for the Maple Grove Crimson is Alexa Hadley.
Let's play hockey.
Puck is dropped. Won by Dorn. Dorn takes it in across the blue line. She'll skate to the outside. She'll try and make her way in towards the zone. She's back behind the goal line. Still has control. The puck circles around, dumps it off for Sukup, but a little bit too far. The Cardinals will push it up the boards, and Sukup comes back in. Willie pinches in. Dorn's over there at the blue line. She'll force it back to Benson. Benson at the red line gets it up to Lawrence. Lawrence comes in, top of the circle. She'll float around the outside, centering pass right up to the top of the slot for a chance for the Crimson, but they couldn't connect, and the goaltender makes the save. Here come the Cardinals up the blue line. They cut across neutral ice. They'll come across and dump it into Maple Grove zone. Benson is back there. She'll grab it behind the goaltender. She'll backhand it up to Lawrence. Lawrence turns, spins, tries to feed it out to Sukup, but that got intercepted by the Cardinals, and it's held up on the far side boards. They cut across the seam, come in. Hadley with a big save there. She came and cut off the angle. Puck dropped in, no goal. It bounced right on the goal line.
How is that not a goal?
It would look like it was past the line, but the goal referee said no goal. Good opportunity there for the Crimson as they lucked out, and Sukup throws it into the bench for a whistle inside the zone. Big chance for the Cardinals right at the bat. Hadley made the big save right out the bat, but the rebound bounced up over her shoulder, landed in. It looked like it may or may have not have crossed the goal line. Referee said no dice, so it's 0-0 still here early in the first period. Bowerly takes the draw, gets it up, trying to feed Anderson, can't connect on that one. They cut across the seam, top of the slot, goes to the outside, nobody there as it was blocked by the Maple Grove Crimson. Now it's Bowerly, cuts across and gives it to Anderson. Anderson cuts across the blue line. She brings it in, tries to feed one to the center point. Couldn't quite make it back to the point. It's Votman who throws one in. That went wide left to the goaltender. Cardinals try and clear it out of the zone. It's held in by Bowerly. She throws it back down low. Sandberg picks it up, throws it across the slot. Nobody there. Centering pass, cross ice. Cardinals try and have it. They just throw it to Miller. Miller gets it back to Sandberg. Sandberg comes in. She gets bothered, dumps it in deep, and goes out for a line change. Here come the Cardinals. They come up around the edge. They bring it cross ice. Try to clear it out of the zone. They do. Tapped by the stick of Chepkis and thrown back in by Hayter. Off the plexiglass. Ekman's right there to hold it at the neutral ice. Kind of lost possession of it. Turnover there for Maple Grove for a second. But Chepkis picks it up, gets it to Ames. Ames turns, spins, dishes it off to Chepkis, who throws it down in deep. And the Cardinals now have it right across the top of the slot. Nobody was there for the Crimson, so couldn't get a shot off, and the Cardinals bring it across neutral ice. They dump it down deep into Hadley. She spins it to the near side boards. Hadley's over there, or Hader's over there. Brings it out to Ekman. Ekman gets it to Ames. Ames skates it across the red. Gets her pocket picked, and it's brought back into the Maple Grove zone. Centering pass, tipped right out in front. Couldn't connect on that one. Very close call for the Cardinals. They had a good opportunity there, but Hadley got a piece of it and deflected it wide. Out to the point, shot in on Hadley, pad save. She'll cover that one up for a face-off with 11:39 left to go in period number 1. Scoreless game here at Alexandria Arena, where Maple Grove Crimson JV girls are taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. Graves, that's Watson who takes the face-off, gets it back to Benson. Benson right back to Graves. Graves clears it out of the zone. Here's a chance for Graves. Has Glendy on the left. Doesn't know if she sees her. Brings it in, takes a shot right at the point, and it's caught in the blue, but it's cleared outside. Good chance there for Maple Grove, right in the top of the slot, and that's going to be cleared all the way down for an icing call on Alexandria. We'll get a quick whistle, and it'll be brought back down into the Alexandria zone for a face-off to the left of the goaltender. Shots on goal so far through the first period. 4 for Alexandria, just 2 for Maple Grove. But Maple Grove has had the better of the scoring chances, I believe. Puck comes out to Benson. Benson circles around, dumps it back down deep into the zone. After it is Watson. Watson's right there in the corner with Graves. Graves gets a stick on it, held up on the end boards. Puck comes free, and it's cleared out by the Cardinals. Fan pass on the breakout, and they finally throw it down, but it's kept in. Here's a chance for Graves. Graves to Willie. Willie throws it down deep. She brings it around the yellow dasher. That comes out to the half boards. They clear it out of the zone where Sukup comes in off the bench. Fanned on the pass. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. 2-on-1. Couldn't connect on that one. Sukup has control. Now it's going to be Glendy. Glendy has it and dumps it down deep. She's looking to get off for a line change as Sukup goes in on the forecheck. Checked into the boards as Sukup. She goes down. Caught an edge there. Lawrence is behind the net. Lawrence feeds it out to the corner for Sukup. Sukup tried to go back to the point. Comes out free. Voltman has it. Throws it towards the net, but it's picked off by the Cardinals. They'll tip it down into the zone, and that's going to be an icing call on the Cardinals with 10:05 left to go in period number 1. Sukup's going to go in for the draw. She's got Dorn on her left, Lawrence on her right. Face-off one back for Thompson. Thompson feeds it around to Lawrence. Lawrence tries a centering pass out front. Puck got deflected back behind the goal line. Now it's out at the inside the circle. Cleared away. Dorn picks it up from behind the net. She'll try and circle around, banks it off the end post, and it goes to Sukup. Sukup in the corner on the near side boards. She gets lodged up into the corner, takes her player down. Couple of stick checks there across each other. Here comes Thompson with a centering pass out to the top of the slot. Nobody there for the Crimson, and here come the Cardinals. Cardinals skated up across into the Maple Grove zone, top of the circle. Shot to Hadley. Hadley got a piece of that, deflected it wide.
Oh, man.
Puck bounced right across the goal crease. Nobody there for the Cardinals, luckily. And Sukup feeds it outside of the zone. That's going to make it its way all the way down to the ice, but not enough. There's no icing there as it never made its way to the goal line. Maple Grove goes off on the line change. They got 5 new skaters out there. Back to the point. Hadley comes out, stops that one, leaves it for Willie. Willie banks it off the boards, gets it to Bowerly. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Maple Grove. Up to Sandberg. Here comes Sandberg. Sandberg with a shot. Tried to go far side. Goaltender had it covered. Nice angle for the goaltender for the Cardinals. Sandberg had a chance. Tried to go wide right, but shot it right into the goaltender's glove as she came out to cut off the angle and made the save for a faceoff. Shepkus on the draw, wins it back for Willie. Willie punches it in deep to Anderson. Anderson's in the corner with Bowerly. Bowerly knocked off her stick. They'll feed it up the near wing boards. Bowerly's right there. She tries to hold it in. Bowerly with a good job. Nice job by Bowerly. She goes down, and that's a penalty on Alexandria. That'll put Maple Grove on the power play as Bowerly got checked into the boards. Looks like they're going to give her a high stick. We'll see what the official call is here in a second. Nonetheless, that's going to be a roughing penalty on Alexandria. Maple Grove on the power play. 0-0 with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first period. And Maple Grove on a man advantage early here in the first. Bowerly's going to take the draw. Anderson on the left, Sandberg on the right. Willie out at the left point. Benson back to Willie. Willie has it, skates in, throws one towards the point. Blocked, throwing back behind it. Bowerly has it. Bowerly goes to Willie. Willie throws it back down in the corner. Nobody there for the Crimson, so Alexandria is able to clear it all the way down the ice. Benson's going to have to hustle after that one. She'll pick it up from behind the net. Feeds it to Bowerly. She overskated it, but Anderson picks up the loose puck. Anderson across the blue. Comes in, top of the circle, fires one, goes down. That was a blocked shot, and Alexandria is able to clear it out of the zone. Chepkus will hustle back after that one. 1:20 left to go in the power play, and Chepkus has control of the puck. She gets taken over by the Cardinals. Cardinals have it in the corner. Chepkus with a good job pinching her up against the boards. Willie comes in and feeds it back behind the net to Benson. Benson feeds it around to Anderson. Anderson has it, goes cross ice to Sandberg. Sandberg kicks it off her skate, but right to the defender who's able to throw it back down into the zone. Benson grabs the puck. She'll feed it up now to Ames. Ames has it. She'll skate up center ice. Comes across the blue. Ames has it. Shot goes towards the net. Blocker save there. Tips up in the air, and the goaltender's able to hang on. Ames got a nice shot off from at the top of the circle. Threw it up a little bit high, but the goaltender got the blocker on it. Tipped up in the air and was able to hang on. So we'll get another face-off here down in the Cardinal zone. Chepkus on the draw, wins it to Ames. Ames on the far side, feathers one towards the top of the slot. That's picked up. Tried to clear it out, but Hayter holds it in for a moment, and then the Cardinals are able to clear it all the way down. Hadley comes out of the net. Smart play by Hadley there to stop it behind the net for her defender. And it's Thompson who has it behind the net. She uses the net as a decoy, feeds it up to Hayter. Hayter has it, gets it to Ames. Ames across the blue line. Ames comes in, fires one touch. She scores! It looked like a goal off the goal post. Ames with a shot just inside the blue line, hit off the post. To me, it looked like it went in, but the referee says no goal as it hit off the post and ended up right behind the goaltender. Lucky break there for the Cardinals, as it looked like the Crimson were going to be up by 1. 9 seconds left in the power play, 6:39 left in the period. Puck back behind the net, that goes up into the netting, so we'll get another face-off. Just 4 seconds left in the power play. Maple Grove will have about 15 seconds with the man advantage by the time the player gets out of the box and back onto the ice. We'll see if they can control some. Back to Ames, to Hayter. Cleared out of the zone. Full strength. Back up the ice. That gets to Ekman. Couldn't handle it. And the Cardinals feed it over to Thompson. Thompson turns, spins, brings it back. She cuts across the blue through 2 defenders, dishes it off to Ames. Ames lost it at the blue line, a little bit of turnover there, and here come the Cardinals. Cardinals will dump it in deep, and after this, Chepkus. Chepkus is behind the net. She did not control that one. Chance for Ames, but good play there by Thompson to clear that one out. She got the stick in there, and it was a centering pass right at the top of the slot. Another good play there by Maple Grove defenders as they're able to get the sticks in there and clear it out. Throwing back in. Here it is, a chance for Ames. Poked off her stick. Ekman gets it. She's at the blue line. She throws it in, but at the red line, Alexandria Cardinals are able to throw it back down deep. Thompson is after it. She's in the far side corner, pinned up against the boards. Watson goes in to help her out. There's Graves. Graves leaves it for Watson. Watson with a little stick move, gets by the last defender, but pushed it a little bit too far outside. Here come the Cardinals. Cardinals go across neutral ice. They bring it into the zone. And now it's Maple Grove territory. Nice play there by Boatman to clear the zone. Cardinals have to regroup in their own end. And here's a chance for the Cardinals. They bring it into Maple Grove territory. Glendy with a nice little body check up on the near side boards. Feeds it over for Watson. Shot goes towards Hadley, but that got deflected out of the outside. Now they try to go short side. Hadley's right there and covers it up for a face-off. Good job by Hadley to go side to side there. She was short on the left, but got quick over to the right as the rebound banked off the end board. Hadley got over to the near side post, covered her, tucked her pad in there along with the stick, and was able to cover it up. Watson's going to take the face-off, throws it back for Boatman. Boatman turns, spins, tries to get it back up to Graves. Graves has it on the half boards. Tried to clear it out, but it's held in by the Cardinals. Puck is loose. Graves tries to take a poke at it. Back to the point for the Cardinals. They throw one towards the net. Hadley with a pad save, deflects it over to the far side. And Boatman's there to tie it up. Watson goes in to help out. She'll try and poke it free. She does. Watson with a nice job there. Nice stick work by Watson to come away with it. She skates it up ice. She's shadowed by the center for the Cardinals, and they try to go cross ice, but it ends up on the stick of Glendy. Glendy tries to throw it in. Cardinals are able to clear it out, and they come to the neutral ice. Far side, looking to get around Miller. Miller forces her to the outside, centering pass across the blue paint. Nobody there for the Cardinals, so no big deal there, but now it's back out to the top of the slot. Puck is loose, and it's picked up by Graves. Graves goes cross ice. Glendy was going out for a change, so nobody there. Maple Grove, 5-girl line change, and we got new skaters out on the ice. Sukup with the puck. She skates across, feeds it through 3 defenders. Here comes Sukup. Sukup's got some room across the blue, goes to the outside around the bottom of the circle, feeds one in front to Lawrence. Lawrence with a backhand shot. And goaltender came up big as Lawrence had a good opportunity there on a nice feed from Sukup. She brought it all the way into the zone, circled around the bottom of the circle, threw it out to Lawrence. Lawrence was right at the top of the blue paint, got a little backhand in there, but couldn't find the 5-hole of the goaltender, who was able to clear it up. Face off, one back. Maple Grove's behind the net, leaves it for Lawrence. Lawrence back to Willie. Willie fires one towards the net, tipped in front, and they're going to call that a high sticking on Dorn as she picked it up off over her shoulder. So a little bit too high for the referee's likings, which will bring the face-off all the way down into Maple Grove territory as they called that one a high sticking. 3:04 left to go in period number 1, 0-0. Sukup on the draw, stuck at the circle, wins it over for Dorn. Dorn fanned on it, but it's still tied up at the hash marks. Hayter's right there. Hayter comes away with the loose puck. She skates it forward across the blue. Gets it around the defender, leaves it for Lawrence. Lawrence at the top of the circle, back to Hayter. Hayter with a shot. Rebound comes in. Big save by the goaltender there as both Lawrence and Sukup had an opportunity to feed one to the back of the net, but couldn't convert on that chance. Now it's thrown back down deep after it is Lawrence. Lawrence behind the net. She's got control of the puck. She comes out. Far side circle, dumps it back down for Dorn on a little cycle play. Right back to Lawrence. Lawrence had Sukup in front. Now it's Sukup. Sukup feeds one to the right, just wide. As I think the goaltender got a little piece of that one. A Sukup great opportunity at the top of the slot, but fed it just wide of the goaltender. Cleared out by the Cardinals. It's going to be picked up by Sandberg. Sandberg goes in for it, feeds it to Hayter at the middle of the ice. Hayter goes up to Anderson. Anderson picks it up, goes cross ice to Sandberg just outside, hit off the tip of her stick and deflects down in the Cardinal territory. Cardinals try and do the center breakout, held in by Hayter. Sandberg on the forecheck. Now here comes Bowerly. Bowerly goes in. Sandberg has it behind the net, dumps it off to Anderson, but that got intercepted by the Cardinals. Here come the Cardinals up the ice. They clear it out of the zone, dump it down deep. That's going to be an icing call on the Cardinals as the puck was on its end with $1:31 left to go in period number 1. Scoreless game, 0-0. Period number 1 here at Alexandria Arena. Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames bringing you today's broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's going to be a good one. Bowerly goes in for the draw, feeds it back. And Cardinals on their breakout play, and here's a chance for the Cardinals. They come in, big save by Hadley. She came out and cut off the angle on the design breakout play by the Cardinals. They chipped it off the far end boards. They got the breakaway, but Hadley was big, came out to make the save. Another save by Hadley. She deflects it back behind the goal line. Now it's fed back behind the end line, and it's going to be picked up by Miller. Miller gets taken into the board. 1 minute left to go on the boards. Here's a chance for Anderson. Anderson has Sandberg on the right, didn't see her, so she feeds it to the left. Here's Anderson, feeds it to Sandberg just a second too late as Sandberg called for the pass, but couldn't get it. Here's Sandberg, cuts across the seam, picked out of her pocket, and here come the Cardinals. Cardinals come down, try to toe drag it, nothing. Well, Willie saw that the whole way and was able to stop that one, and now it's back to Voltman. Voltman feeds it down behind the blue line. Cardinals go cross ice, and they pick it up. Off the bench is Ekman. Ekman's right there, picked up by Anderson. Anderson tried to clear it out, but it's held in by the Cardinals. They throw it down around the boards. Willie's going to grab that one. She'll pinch it up to Ekman. Ekman has it, try to clear it to the center of the ice. Right back to the point are the Cardinals. They feed it right into Ekman's breadbasket. They try to clear it out of the zone. Here's a chance. They throw it wide. Now it's back in the end line, and that'll be the buzzer for period number 1. 0-0 after 1 period of play. Shots on goal, 7 for Maple Grove, 5 for the Cardinals. Cardinals look like they're switching players out. Looks like 3 or 4 players are going off the ice. 5 players are coming on the ice. So we'll see what happens with this one. Looks like it might be a little JV varsity mix taking on the Maple Grove Crimson. They need to bring in a few extra reserves to win this game as it's 0-0 after the first period. We'll be right back after the short intermission. Good. We are back for period number 2, short intermission there. And we got Ames is out there. She's going to take the right wing position. Chepkis will take the draw. Ekman on the left. Thompson and Hayter on the point. Face-off comes in by the Cardinals. They try and feed one towards the net, but Hayter was right there. Blocked that one. Now it's on to Ekman. Ekman will circle around the back of the net. Tries to sweep it out. Centering pass. Couldn't be picked up by the Cardinals. Top of the slot goes up high, way over the net. Now it's going to be fed to Ames. Ames is on the near side board. She's got it tied up. Chepkus is over there. She'll try and pinch it forward. Slap shot towards the net. Hadley with a pad save. Deflects it over to the left-hand side. Shot goes towards the net, but Hayter's right there to intercept that one. Hayter gets it up to Ames. Here's Ames on a 1-on-3. Ames got bumped off the puck. Not much you can do with a 1-on-3 there. No support from the Maple Grove Crimson. Here come the Cardinals. They bring it into the zone. Top of the circle. They throw it in on Hadley. Hadley with a big save.
Screenshot.
She was covered up there. Don't know if she saw the puck on the whole way in, but she went down, made the save, covers up, and we'll get a face-off early here in period number 2. Face-off goes back. Cardinals thought they won it, but Graves is right there. Feeds it to Glendy. Now it's picked up by Watson. Watson across the blue, poked off of her stick, and the Cardinals are able to clear it out. Maple Grove right there at the blue line trying to hold it in with Benson and Watson. Cleared it out, and the Cardinals will have to go D to D in their own zone, and we'll do a little regroup. Pass to the center of the ice, picked off by Glendy, but she couldn't control it, so it's picked up by the Cardinals. Watson with a great job there on the defensive position. Gets it back for Benson. Benson brings it around the boards, gets it to Graves. Graves is tied up. Watson comes over to help out, and they're tied up on the hash marks on the near side boards. Graves will feed it out to the neutralized zone. Cardinals dump it right back in. Benson has it. She'll backhand it out. Gets it to Graves to try to bank it off the boards. Now it goes cross ice. Goaltender comes out to hold on to that one. She'll bring it around the dasher. Gets it up to the near side hash boards. Center breakout pass. Skate check there. Shot goes towards the net, but that went wide right. Sukup is there. Bounces it off the boards. Looking for Lawrence. Picked off and thrown back into the zone. Grabbed by Miller. Miller dumps it out. Picked up by Dorn. Loose puck. Dorn dumps it down deep. Rings around the boards. Lawrence is right there. Leaves it for Sukup. Got bounced over her stick, so couldn't control it. And now here come the Cardinals. They clear it out of the zone. Regrouping are the Crimson, but threw it right onto the forehand of the right winger of the Cardinals. They bring it down deep. Centering pass, big save by Hadley as she was all over that one. Hadley saved that one as a centering pass came from behind the goal line, right up to the top of the slot. Hadley got the pad down and made a big save. Here's a chance for Dorn. Dorn dumps it in. She'll go off for a line change. Bowerly's on the forecheck. Bowerly picks it up on the far side corner. She's tied up with a couple of defenders there. Sandberg comes away with it. She'll try and cut across the seam, jumps it to the point. Shot goes towards the net. Pad saved by the goaltender as Hayter got a shot off from the blue line. They're swinging around the boards to the near side. Cross ice pass, nobody there for the Cardinals. Hayter will pick that one up and dump it back down. But then again, nobody there for the Crimson. So now it's down in the Crimson zone. Shot, Hadley with a save on a weird angle shot there. It's right out in front. Hadley with another big save and deflects it over to the left. Back behind the net. Here come the Cardinals. They feed it back out to the point. They walk the blue line. Throw it in, block shot by Bowerly. Tries to feed it up to Sandberg. Sandberg couldn't get it by the defender, and it gets caught in the skates. Bowerly over in front of the bench. Backhands one across to Anderson, but a little bit outside of her reach, so she'll have to go in on the forecheck. Bounces off her backside, lands down, fan shot, pass comes around. Thompson pinches in, holds the zone, tries to walk the slot. Chepkus out to Sandberg. Sandberg, they score! Sandberg, Chepkus on a little give and go there as Chepkus was behind the net, fed it to Sandberg. Sandberg got the shot off. Goaltender made the save. Chepkus got the rebound and threw it in. We'll get the official scoring here, but I think it was Chepkus from Sandberg. Maple Grove on a 1-0 lead with 10:37 left to go in period number 2. Chepkus on the face-off back for and that's the true scoring. Chepkus from Sandberg. Chepkus on the goal, Sandberg on the assist. 1-0 lead for Maple Grove, down back in Alexandria territory. defender comes out, tries to clear it out. Benson's going to hold it in. She'll throw it back down deep to the end of the circle. Cross ice pass, they clear the zone, but Willie's going to pick it up at the red line. Willie turns, spins, got shellacked by 2 players, thrown down to the ice. Chepkus is over there to help out. Willie back into position, across ice. No pass there, and it's picked up by Ames. Ames turns, spins, backhands it out of the zone, gets it to Chepkus. Chepkus has it, cross ice to Ekman. Ekman inside the blue line. She goes far side, tried to feed it to Chepkus. Ekman on the puck and gets it to Ames. Ames gets it back to Willie. Willie feeds it down low to Ekman. Over her stick, and here come the Cardinals. Nobody over there for Maple Grove, so they're going to have some room to skate it out of the ice as Maple Grove was on the line change. They try a cross-ice pass, dump it in deep, and it's going to be picked up by Benson. Benson will skate it out, tries to feed it up to Graves, and there's a penalty on Benson. She'll go to the box, 2 minutes for tripping on a delayed penalty call as soon as Maple Grove touches the puck, which hopefully they do soon. That's going to be a penalty on Maple Grove, which will put Alexandria on their first power play of the afternoon. Benson, 2 minutes for tripping. She'll go to the box. Maple Grove will have to kill this one off. They got out there Watson and Graves up front. Miller and Voltman on the point. Face-off held up at the top of the circle. They shot, they score. 5 seconds into the power play, they score. So that'll get Benson out of the box. We have a 1-1 game as they, off the face-off, tied up what they were supposed to do. Somehow the right winger got free, picked up the puck, threw it up the left shoulder of Hadley. Not much she can do there with a short-range shot.
Alexandria power play. Number 16, Claire Buttweiler. Assisted by number 12, Izzy 9. That is Buttweiler for 9. A power play goal for Alexandria.
All right, back up for Maple Grove. That's Glendy on the far side. Boards pinched in by Alexandria. They hold the zone. Picked up by Miller. Miller will circle around the net. She'll feed it to Voltman. Voltman tries to go up the boards to Graves, but a shot on net went wide. Nice job there by Miller. Centering pass to Graves and clears it out of the zone. Thrown back in by the Cardinals. And now it's down deep. Cardinals come in. They throw it on to Hadley. Hadley with a pad save there. Swings it around the boards. Centering pass, nice interception there by Watson. Good defensive play by Watson to keep that one from outside of the zone at the top of the slot. Top of the circle, drop pass. Glendy breaks that one up. There's Watson to get a stick on it. Graves now has it. And they'll battle for it on the near side boards. Back to the point. Throws it towards the slot. Cleared out by Voltman. And dumped back in by Alexandria. Voltman has it, loses control, so it's dumped back in by the Cardinals. Miller will throw one across the dasher. Up. Now here's a chance. Here's a chance for Sukup. Sukup across the blue, poke checked off her stick. Dorn picks it up. That's offsides. And that's going to be no offsides as Dorn got a stick on it. Sukup made her way outside the blue line, so no offsides there. Lawrence has a chance at it. Now here's chance from the point. Shot goes towards the net by Hadley, or by Hayter, and the goaltender made a save there. Sukup is going to take the draw. She wins it back. Alexandria clears it off the faceoff. They tried their pass. Sukup right at the top of the slot. Couldn't get the shot off. She tried to toe drag it around the defender and couldn't get the shot off. Shot goes towards Hadley. That went wide right. Back to the point. Here's Lawrence. Tries to tip it out of the zone. Held in by the Cardinals. Forced over to the far side boards. Almost cleared out by Hadley or Hayter. Hader forces her around to the outside, back to the point. Shot goes towards the net. Block shot by Dorn. Dorn's going to be on her wheelhouse. She'll go off for a line change. Here come the Cardinals. Cardinals across neutral ice. Poke check there by Thompson, but ends up right back on the stick. Hadley with a big save there as the left winger was able to get around Thompson. Thompson with a nice poke check. Poked it off her stick. Bounced up in the air, landed back on her forehand. She was able to get a shot off, but Hadley with a big save there as she came out to cut off the angle. Face-off goes back to Benson. Benson feeds it to Anderson. Here's a breakaway for Anderson. Forehand, Anderson comes in, shot, save, head, rebound comes out there. Still at the Blues paint, no goal there. Anderson and Sandberg both had a chance at it as Anderson had the breakaway, got the shot off. Goaltender made the initial save. Rebound came out. Sandberg had a second chance at it, but the goaltender made the save.
Penalty.
Sandberg's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for checking here as she took down the defender. And she'll skate right to the box.
Maple Grove penalty. Assessment number 34, Kylie Sandberg. 2 minutes for roughing. It's an Alexandria power play.
Back to the point. Shot goes way high. Glove down by Benson. Shot comes across the crease. Cleared out back behind the skates of Bowerly. Bowerly's right there. Has it for a second. She goes down. Gets a stick in it though and disrupts that one. Back to Willie. Willie tries to clear the zone. Can't get it out. At the top of the point, there's a penalty on Alexandria. Took down Bowerly at the blue line.
Second drawn penalty.
And Bowerly's super strong usually, but went down. 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 28, and then Maple Grove will have a small power play, but 4-on-4 hockey. Chepkus and Ames out up top for the Maple Grove Crimson. At the point is Boatman and Miller. Chepkus on the draw. She's going to put it back to Miller. Miller gets it around the net. Here comes Ames. She'll try and feed it out. Boatman holds it in the zone. Chepkus takes a swing at it. Right on the forehand of the Cardinals, and they're able to clear it out. Boatman's right there to throw it back in. Cardinals will try and clear it out of the zone. They do. They cut across neutral ice. They're back in Maple Grove territory. Miller forces it to the outside. Tries to cut to the Miller, but a big save there by Hadley. Hadley cut out the center. Chance for Ames. Couldn't get it through the skates of the defender, so it's cleared back into Maple Grove zone. Miller had a chance at it. Now it's going to be picked up by Chepkus. Chepkus feeds it around to Boatman. Boatman gets it to Ames. Ames tries to clear the zone. Can't clear it out. Throwing back in, but it's wide right of the goaltender. Goes in the far side of the boards. Back out to the point. Shot goes towards. Nice job by Boatman to tie up the slot skater. Picked up by Ames. Ames got some open ice. Picked off her stick and backhanded towards the out of the zone, but not cleared. Centering pass goes out to the top of the circle. Can't control it. A little bit of trouble here for Maple Grove. They can't get it out of the zone. Here's a chance by Miller. Miller skates it up, feeds it up to Ames. Ames across the blue line. Poke checked off her stick and just trickling right in front of it. Maple Grove back at full strength and on a power play for 25 more seconds. Here comes Watson. Watson feeds it across ice to Ames. Ames couldn't get there in time, and it's poke check back down low by the Cardinals. At the blue line, backhanded out of the zone. Cardinals pick it up. They get around Hader into the top of the slot, but good poke check there by Watson. Back to the blue line. Too much action going on for my face. Both teams back at full strength. And back down to Hadley. She'll cover it up, and we'll get a face-off here with 3:07 left to go in period number 2. 1-1 game here in the second period. Shots on goal, pretty even game. 13 for Maple Grove, 12 for the Alexandria Cardinals, and 3:07 left to go in the period. Face-off goes back. Grab by Glendy. Glendy gets it to Watson. Watson skates it up across the zone. Comes to the outside of the right-hand boards. Centering pass right in front. Looking for Graves. Graves couldn't get a stick on it. Glendy's in there. Here's a chance for Thompson. Fires one towards the net. Goaltender makes the save. Rebound comes out. Cleared away by the Cardinals. Hader throws it down deep. Maple Grove checks back up on sides. They go in on the forecheck. Thompson pitches in. Grabbed by Sukup. Gloved by the Cardinals defender and cleared out of the zone. Hader picks it up back in Maple Grove territory. Goes cross ice to Thompson. Thompson turns, spins, gets it up to Graves. Graves feeds it to Glendy. Glendy backhands it looking for Sukup. Outside of her reach, so she'll have to go back down to the end line. Center breakout pass, far side for the Cardinals. They throw one in on Hadley. Blocker save there. Rebound comes out. Hadley with another save. Clears it out to the near side boards. Picked up by the Crimson. Crosses the blue line back into Cardinal territory. All the way back down on the Alexandria goaltender. Lawrence is all over that one. They'll feed it up. That's going to be an icing call on the Cardinals, and we'll get a face-off back down in Alexandria territory with 1:35 left to go in period number 2. 1-1 game here at Alexandria's Motors Ice Arena. Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames bringing you today's broadcast. Sukup goes in for the face-off. Alexandria wins the draw. They try and clear it out on the half boards. Benson pinches in, but it's cleared out. Held in by Dorn. Dorn tries to throw one towards the net, picks up her own rebound, skates it down to the far side corner. Here comes Alexandria. They try and feed it out of the zone, but it's grabbed by Willie. Willie shoots, throws one in net. Sukup right there, picked up by Dorn, back to the point to Benson. Benson, block shot. Here come the Cardinals. Willie comes over, cuts to the center, shot on Hadley. Hadley goes down, rebound comes out, covered up by Hadley. Nice job as she was able to control the rebound on a block shot, breakaway pass by the Cardinals. Got in on Hadley, cut to the middle, took the shot. Hadley cut off the angle quite nicely, made the save, and was able to cover up the rebound. Face off back to Anderson. Anderson has it, overskates the puck. 1 minute left to go in period number 2. Here come the Cardinals, shot blocked, ends up on the stick of Sandberg. Sandberg tries to feed one to the center, held in by the Cardinals. Cardinals have it, top of the slot, broken up by Bowerly. Anderson tries to get her stick in there, but couldn't make it. Now the puck is loose, picked up. Here's center, drop to the point. Shot goes wide, right of the goaltender. Comes back. Centering pass, top of the slot. Hadley with a big save there. She got the pad down. Now it's Willie who has it. Willie goes back down to Benson. Benson has it. Tries to feed Bowerly. Bowerly has it with Sandberg on her left. Bowerly feeds it to Sandberg. Sandberg scores! On a nice feed from Bowerly. Sandberg on the 2-on-1. Connects on the pass. Bowerly feeds Sandberg. Sandberg puts it in the net for a 2-1 Crimson lead with just 17 seconds left to go in period number 2. Beautiful play by Bowerly and by the Crimson to clear it out of the zone. They got it to Bowerly. Bowerly pushed it up front, set it down, saw Sandberg on her left, fed it over, and Sandberg pushed it in.
Scoring for number 4, Sandberg, assisted by number 18,
Here's Anderson, just switched right outside the blue line. We'll get an offside call. 10 seconds. Anderson got the second assist. Bowerly on the primary assist. Sandberg on the goal. 3-point play there by the Crimson. Back to Hader. Hader gets it up to Anderson. Anderson's going to feed it into the zone. The time's going to expire before they can get a shot off here. And that'll be the buzzer for period number 2. 2-1 lead for the Crimson, as we're going to have a short intermission here while they redo the ice. Sandberg takes a 1-goal lead with 17 seconds left in the period. And we'll have a quick intermission. Be back with us for period number 3. Should be a good one. 16 shots on goal for Crimson, 15 for the Cardinals, and a 2-1 lead for Maple Grove. Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames will be right back after the short intermission. We are back for period number 3. Skaters are back on the ice. 2-1 lead for the Maple Grove Crimson. 15 minutes left in regulation. Let's see how this one pans out. Chepkus on the draw, feeds it back for Voltman. Voltman turns, spins, circles around, tries to feed it off the boards, but got intercepted from behind, and the Cardinals are able to throw it back in. Back onto the stick of Chepkus. Feeds it to Ekman. Ekman's centering pass, and they're going to call that icing as she was about a half a foot over the line, but they waved it off. Now it's back behind the net. Cello, sticky ice. Unfortunate for Maple Grove Crimson and the Cardinals. Puck is still loose. There's Ekman. She tries to turn and spin and shoot, but that got blocked. Really unfortunate with sticky ice there as the Maple Grove Crimson were able to feed it out to the top of the slot where Ames was able to hit Chepkus, but it got caught in the ice and couldn't do anything. Now it's fed up to Ekman. Ekman banks it off the boards, but a little bit too far. That's going to be icing on Maple Grove, and they'll bring it back down early into the third period. 14:04 left to go. 2-1 lead for the Maple Grove Crimson. Watson on the draw. She wins it back, picks it up on some more sticky ice down there. They did not let the ice sit enough here for it's both on ends as it's very wet down towards the goal lines. So you got to be careful with that. Feed across D to D for the Cardinals. They try to bank it off the near side boards. Glendy's right there to throw it back down deep. They cross ice. Graves on the forecheck gets by her. They try to tip it out of the zone, but it's fed back in. Graves tries to feed it down to the goaltender, but it's picked off by the Cardinals defender. Benson pinched in, got chipped off her stick. Now it's Willie back to the end board. Willie takes a hard hit back out to the slot. No call there. Goes over to Graves. That is going to be a penalty. That's going to put Maple Grove on the power play on a check on Willie as Willie took a hard hit into the boards. They're going to give her a cross-checking penalty, and that's going to put Maple Grove on the power play here early in the third period with a 2-1 lead. Sukup's going to go in to take the draw. Lawrence is on the left. Dorn is on the right. On the point is Thompson and Hayter. One back to Hayter. Hayter takes a step in, feeds it down low to Lawrence. Lawrence feeds it around the net. Was hoping Sukup would be there, but couldn't get there in time, and the Cardinals are able to clear it out of the zone. Thompson picks it up. She'll turn, pivot, circle around. She'll do a little curl move inside her own zone. Cuts across the blue, top of the circle, forced to the outside. Now back behind the goaltender. Sticky puck again, back behind the net, picked up by Lawrence, feeds it to Hayter. At the point, Hayter with a sidestep goes left, then back right. Feeds it back in. Now Hayter pinches in at the hash marks. Over to help out is Dorn. Dorn picks it off, cuts across the seam. Dorn with a little chance there, brings it all the way around the net, feeds it over to Sukup, who takes a weird shot, and it gets deflected up into the air. Fed across the goal crease, almost to the blue line, held in by Thompson. Back down low for Lawrence. Lawrence picks it up behind the net, feeds it to Hayter. Hayter can't hold the zone, so Thompson's going to have to regroup in her own end. Thompson with a little turn, spin, feeds it up to Hayter. Hayter goes center to Sukup. Sukup top of the circle, fires one wide right of the goaltender. Sukup with an opportunity there, but fed it just a little bit far right of the goaltender. Puck is loose, thrown back in. That's Lawrence, got Sandberg on her left. Lawrence with a shot. Pad save. Sandberg on the rebound, got another shot, but goaltender got a piece of that one. Lawrence with a nice little shot from the right side. Goaltender got a blocker save on it. Rebound came out to Sandberg, who couldn't quite find it, and corral it into the net. Now it's Thompson who feeds it down low. Swings it around the boards. That's Anderson who's after it. Fed up. Here comes Bowerly off the bench. Overskated it, runs into the referee, otherwise that would have been icing, but here comes Benson. Benson across the red. Benson has it, feeds it down deep into the zone. Both teams back at full strength. And here's a chance for Willie. Willie has it, tries to backhand it out of the zone. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. Willie right there across the slot. Nothing doing for the Cardinals as they got it a little bit too far. Benson's right there on the far side. Nice stick work by Benson and Bowerly to help out. Bowerly comes in. Puck is loose, picked up by the Cardinals. Fed out, one-time slap shot, tipped wide right of the goaltender. Grabbed by Bowerly to Anderson. Anderson banks it off the boards. Can't clear it out of the zone. Held in by the Cardinals. On to Benson. Benson feeds one all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. She had Sandberg on the far side, but didn't make that eye connection. Couldn't connect with the puck. 10:23 left to go in regulation. 2-1 lead for the Crimson. Chepkus in for the draw. One back by the Cardinals. They fire one in on Hadley. It gets stuck under her pad, but she made the save. And a little bit of a quick whistle there, but the goaltender made the save. Referee blew the whistle a little quickly there. It looked like it was under Hadley's pad, but really it wasn't. Face-off goes back to the point. Here's a chance for Ames. Ames on the breakaway. Cuts across the blue. Forehand. Comes in. Shot goes in. Oh, Ames throws it right into the goaltender. Had a chance there as she was shadowed closely by the left defender, but Ames had a chance there and fired it into the goaltender. The goaltender hung on. Keep this one a 2-1 game. Chepkus on the draw, fed back down for Voltman. Voltman over for Miller. Miller fanned but gets the second chimped, and it's finally cleared up by the Cardinals. Kicked aside at neutral ice. Fed back down by Maple Grove, and they clear it out of the zone. We're going to call that an icing. Really weird, but we'll take the break there as Maple Grove gets a hometown call in their visiting arena. Face-off down to the left of the goaltender. 9:45 left to go in regulation. 2-1 lead for the Crimson. Face-off one back. We've seen this play 3 times so far today. Alexandria can't connect on it as Miller was right over there to cut that one off and throw the puck back in the zone. Saw it the whole way. Now it's fed down deep. Back behind the net. Ames picks it up. Tries to feed it out front. Got picked out of her pocket, and the Cardinals will skate it out of the zone. They cut across the red, dump it in deep. Nice play by Voltman to get in the way. Disrupt a little bit. Centering pass comes all the way out. It's picked up by Ames. Ames comes around the outside. Forced to the outside, and it's fed around back by the Cardinals. They tip it down deep. Nobody goes after it, so it's going to end its way down to Thompson. Thompson will pick it up. Feeds it up to Hayter off her skates and dumped back in by the Cardinals. Thompson circles around, feeds it up just outside of the reach of Maple Grove. Back onto the stick of Thompson. Tried to skate it out, but held in. Centering pass goes over to the top of the slot. Intercepted right in front of the net. Hadley with a big save. As Hadley was able to get the pad down on that one. Saw that one coming around quick. Down into the zone. Held up in the far side corner. Glendy's down there, back out to the point. Shot goes towards Hadley. Hadley with a glove save. Hangs on, and we'll get a face-off. 8-17, 1-goal lead for the Crimson. Watson in for the face-off, wins it back. Puck is loose, picked up by Glendy. Glendy overskated it. Shot back in. Stick saved by Hadley. She forces it to the outside. Here's Watson. Watson on a chance. Glendy on the left. Watson on the right. Skates around the goaltender. Here comes Watson. Oh, tried to cut it towards the middle and get a shot off. Had Glendy on the left, but tried to shoot it herself, and the pad save was made by the goaltender. Puck is over onto the near side boards now. And it's Watson. Watson has it. She'll dig for it. Puck comes free. Watson skates away with it. Here comes Watson out to the center. She feeds one to the top of the slot. Pad saved by the goaltender and cleared out by the Cardinals. And that's going to be an icing call. good deal by the Cardinals as Maple Grove, ton of opportunities right outside the blue paint, just couldn't connect on the goal. Face off down low, 7.5 minutes left to go. Sukup's going to take the draw. She's going to grab it on the half boards, tries to feed it down to Dorn. Dorn picks it up in the far side corner. Skated around the net by the defense for the Cardinals. Held in by Maple Grove. They'll try and feed it back to the net. Good job by Sukup there to cut that one off and get it to Dorn. Dorn gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence in the corner, feeds it around. Nobody there. Back out to the point. Voltman cannot hold it in. They say they do. It looked like it got outside of the blue line, but referee said not all the way. But then a puck went up into the Alexandria bench, so we'll get a face-off to the left of the goaltender down in Maple Grove offensive territory. Sukup in on the draw, wins it back to Voltman. Voltman over for Miller. Miller throws one towards the net, looking for a tip from Lawrence. Lawrence grabs it from behind the net, feeds it around, back to the point for Miller. Miller, top of the circle, throws it down deep. Picked up by the Cardinals, and that's going to be an icing call on the Cardinals. Maple Grove will change out their defensive pairing. They're going to put out Thompson and Hayter. Up front is Dorn, Sukup, and Lawrence. Sukup's going to take the face-off to the right of the goaltender. Sukup on the draw. Dorn goes in to help out. Puck is loose. Back Sukup to Thompson. Thompson top of the circle. Throws one in, gets bumped down, and here's a chance for the Cardinals. They couldn't connect on that one, but they get it out across the red line and dump it down into Maple Grove territory. Grabbed by Thompson. Thompson banks it up high off the plexiglass, and that's going to be an icing call on Maple Grove. Bowerly in for the face-off, wins it back. Willie's right there. She'll feed it around. Turns, spins, tries to get it. Shot goes towards Hadley. Hadley has to cover up on a quick shot from the top of the circle in on Hadley. Hadley makes the save. Bowerly again wins the face-off. Willie skates it behind the net. Gets it up to Anderson. Anderson feeds it outside the blue. Here's a chance for Anderson. Feeds it to Sandberg. Sandberg comes in, shot a little bit high, and the goaltender's able to glove that one. Sandberg tried to go upper corner on a nice feed by Anderson, but the goaltender saw it the whole way, had plenty of time. Not a lot of zip from the shot by Sandberg, so she was able to glove that one and hang on. Bowerly on the face-off, one back by the Cardinals. We've seen this play all day long. That's in their reservoir. Shot goes in on Hadley. She makes the save. Puck comes out. They score! Hadley made the original save. Didn't know where the puck went as it chipped off of her stick. Landed on the blue paint. She didn't know it was behind her. And the Cardinals were able to get a stick in there and tie this one up 2-2 with 5:39 left to go in the third period. Unfortunate bounce for the Maple Grove Crimson. Hadley made the save.
Scoring for Alexandria, number 23, Quinn Hills, assisted by number 21, Jersey Severson, and it's Hills from Severson for the Cards.
Here's a chance for Ames. Ames gets in there. She's got the puck, drops it for Ekman. Outside of her reach, and the Cardinals are able to clear it out of the zone. Voltman picks it up. She feeds it to the center of the ice, goes all the way down to the end boards. Cardinals grab it behind their own net. Good job by Maple Grove forcing them back down low. Comes out to the point, goes off the stick of Miller, and Chepkus has it. Chepkus tries to feed it to the center of the ice, but that got blocked by number 16, and Voltman picks it up. She turns, spins, pivots, grabbed by Chepkus. Chepkus goes down to Ekman, off Ekman's stick, and bounces into Cardinal territory. Cardinals just cleared out of the zone, back to center ice. They come into the zone, top of the circle. They feed one. Nice play by Hayter to stick check that from potential 2-on-1 opportunity. Watson down on the corner, picks it up, gets it to Ames off of her stick and fed right back down into Maple Grove territory. Voltman's there, she gets tied up. Back to Ekman. Ekman turns, spins, feeds it up to Ames off her shin pad. She'll dump it down deep and go off for a line change. Here come the Cardinals. The Cardinals come up deep, bring it up to the red line, grabbed by Hayter. Hayter trying to feed one to Watson, looking for Graves on the backhand, couldn't connect on that one. Here's a chance for Watson. Watson gets it up down deep in the corner. Now it's fed around. Thompson pinches in. Graves is over there to help out. Back down low, here comes Glendy. Glendy from around, fed out front to Graves. Graves hit the pad. Couldn't lift it over the pad as Graves had a chance there. Just couldn't lift it over the pad of the goaltender who had it stretched out wide. Fed back down deep by the Crimson. Picked up by the Cardinals. They got a little bit of open ice as Maple Grove was on the line change. They get by a couple of defenders and dump it in deep with 3 minutes left to go in regulation. Thompson picks it up, pinned up against the boards, feeds it to Hayter. Hayter around to Dorn. Dorn kicks it to her forehand with her skate, feeds it out to Lawrence. Lawrence to Sukup. Sukup around to the outside, top of the circle, fires one but over the net. That went up high and wide and makes its way out of the zone. Dorn's going to pick up the loose puck. She'll cut across center ice, across the red line, back to the blue. Drops it for Sukup. Sukup on the boards, feeds it back to Dorn. Dorn into Lawrence, looking for a redirected play at the top of the slot. And the Cardinals will clear it down and get an icing call. Much needed as they needed a line change. Pressure put on by Maple Grove with 2:26 left to go. 2-2 game in the third period. Sukup's going to take the draw. Dorn on the right. Lawrence on the left. Face-off goes back. Grabbed by Dorn. Here's a chance for Dorn. Cuts across. Feeds it in. Rebound save by the goaltender. Rebound was loose at the top of the blue paint, but nobody there for the Crimson. Sukup picks that one off. She brings it back into the zone. Cuts to the top of the circle. Poke checked off her stick and ends up behind the goal line. Tries to feed it back to the point, but it's intercepted by the Alexandria. That's going to go down, and they're going to call an icing call.
Yeah, that was icing.
Really weird, but we'll take it. Coaches questioned the referee. Didn't like the call there by the Stripes on the icing call. I thought it was a little weird, but we'll take it. Face-off down in Alexandria territory with 1:55 left to go in regulation. 2-2 game. Bowerly's in for the draw. Bowerly kicks it forward, back, rink-wide pass. We know this play. We've seen it 4 times today. They come in, shot goes towards Hadley, pad save, deflects it to the near side boards. Miller gets it up. Sandberg pitches it forward. Here's Sandberg and Anderson. 2-on-1. Here comes Sandberg. Sandberg feeds it to Anderson. Anderson, throws it up high. Anderson had a chance there, but threw it up over the goaltender on a nice feed by Sandberg on a 2-on-1. Goaltender got a little stick on it and deflected up. Here's Bowerly up front. Sandberg trying to get a piece of it. They finally cleared out. Here's Alexandria on a chance. They're on a breakaway. They come in on Hadley. Throw it in. Hadley with a big save. Came out to cut off the angle, and Hadley was able to shut that one down. Still down in the zone. It's Cardinals back out to the point. Can't control it. 1 minute left in the game. And it's back in Cardinal territory. They feed it out to center. Here's Thompson. Makes a move. She cuts across the blue. Thompson fires one up high. Goaltender with a big save there and feeds it off to the near side boards. Sandberg picks it up. She goes behind the net. Here's Sandberg. Sandberg has it. Has Anderson out front. Try to connect on the feed to the top of the slot, but that got intercepted by the defense for the Cardinals. Now it's back to the point. Anderson has it again. She'll feed it down low. Fan shot, pass cleared out by Alexandria. 25 seconds. Here they come across the blue. They get around. Shot goes Hadley with a save. Deflects it to the near side end boards. Back behind the net. They clear it out to the point. Shot goes in. Sandberg with a block shot. Fed up outside the blue line. That's going to be offsides. And that should be the buzzer for this one as Thompson picks it up and runs out of time. 2-2 game here after 3 periods of play. We'll see. Sometimes they do overtime. Sometimes they don't. Shots on goal through 3 periods of play. 24 for Maple Grove. 22 for Alexandria. We're going to have a little bit of OT, a little bit extra time here. We'll see how much time they put on the clock. Sudden death overtime for the Alexandria Cardinals. We're going to have a 5-minute overtime. Could be running time, may not. We'll see once they get started. 2-2 on the score clock. Next goal wins. Maple Grove has run into 3 overtime games out of their last 4 now. Haven't been super successful. They lost in a shootout, lost in overtime, and tied one of the games. So they are on deck to win this one if things work out. We'll see who they throw out here. Coaches will talk a little last-minute strategy. Referees are ready to get this one started. Cardinals bring out their players. They will switch ends, so they make it a long switch for both benches, which hockey sense, not super different, but a little bit different because it does make a little bit of a different change when you have to change on the long end, because now you have to consider offsides. You have to get it into the zone instead of being your own zone. So there is a little play to that for you non-hockey enthusiasts, but for the most part, looks like it's going to be Chapkus, Ekman, and Ames out there. Benson controls it. She'll dump it down into the zone. Cardinals pick it up. They clear it out. That's going to go all the way down to neutral ice, and the Cardinals have it. Back for it is Benson. Benson turns, spins, gets it to Ames. Ames clears it out of the zone, but it's picked up by the Cardinals. They skate in. They're offsides as number 2 skated in a little too quickly. Early in the overtime period, we'll get a defensive change for Maple Grove. They'll put out Voigtman and Miller to replace Willie and Benson. Stop time, 5-minute stop time, overtime. But again, first goal wins. Face-off won back by the Cardinals. Here's a chance for Ekman. Ekman picks up the loose puck. Poke checked off her stick. No call there. Back to Voigtman. Voigtman holds the zone for a moment, but throwing out, and that's going to be an icing call on the Cardinals with a face-off down in Cardinal territory. Watson on the draw, kicks it over, picked up by the Cardinals off the face-off. They'll go cross ice, try and clear the zone. They do. It's going to be grabbed by Glendy. Glendy overskated that one, which allowed the Cardinals to get it into Maple Grove territory. But Watson's right there and feeds it over to Graves. Graves heads in across the blue, top of the circle, forced to the outside, turns, spins, and back onto the stick of Miller, neutral ice, who throws it back down deep. Cleared out, but held in by Watson. She throws one towards the net. That's going to be covered up as Graves went in for a little stick check, but the goaltender had already covered it up. 3:43 left to go. Overtime. Alexandria Motor Arena, 2-2 game. Face-off by Sukup. One back to Thompson. Thompson feeds it around the dasher to Lawrence. Lawrence with a centering pass to Sukup. Sukup at the top of the slot. Big save by the goaltender. Sukup had a big chance at the top of the slot. Dorn tries to feed it over. Sukup bounced over her stick. Pinching in his Hader. She gets sidestepped but held in by Dorn. Dorn gets there. Now it's Lawrence. Lawrence shoots. Fires it wide right of the goaltender. Back for the Cardinals. They go far side. Try and clear it out of the zone. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. They cross neutralize. Hader with a nice job. She'll step in, leave it for Thompson. Thompson around the boards. Feeds it up the far side. Puck comes loose, held in. Goes in on Hadley. Hadley's got to cover that one up, and we'll get a line change here for the Crimsons. Bowerly, Anderson, and Sandberg up front for the Maple Grove Crimson. Benson and Willie at the point. Face-off goes down. Cleared out to Benson, but the Cardinals will pick it up. Top of the slot. Shot towards Hadley. They feed in, and Hadley with a big save. Rebound came out. Hadley was able to get over and make the save on that one. Looked like the Cardinals had an open net shot, but Hadley was very quick to get over from pipe to pipe and get the glove up on it. Bowerly there. Now it's Sandberg. Here's a chance for Sandberg. She makes a move, cuts to the outside, tries to feed it around defender, but dumped back down deep. Icing's waved off. Shot towards Hadley. That cut across the crease. Picked up the stick and cleared out of the zone. Nice job by Sandberg to lift the stick of the defender to make sure it got out of the zone. Cardinals are able to dump it back down deep. Benson has it. Benson just cuts it across ice. Here's a chance for Sandberg. Sandberg cuts in. She goes in through. Oh, tries to get it through the skates. She goes. Oh, pad save by the goaltender. Sandberg got a big chance there. She cut it through the skates of the defender. Shot goes in towards Hadley. That went wide right. Big save by the goalie on Sandberg as Sandberg cut through the skates, threw it down. Now it's back down deep into Maple Grove territory. Benson's right there. Shot comes across. Here's a chance. Sandberg got Anderson on the right. Feed it to Anderson. Gets it up to Anderson. Caught in her skates. Couldn't get it in time. Big chance there for Sandberg and Anderson. Anderson has it. Tries to feed it towards the center. Cuts out to the half boards. Over to the point. Past Miller and deflects out of the zone. 1:30 left to go in regulation. Offsides. Everybody's clear now. Line change there. Best opportunity for the Crimson in OT was right there. Now the Cardinals have it down in Maple Grove territory. Shot towards the net, intercepted by Chepkis. Chepkis gets it to Ekman. Ekman across the red line. Gets it to the blue. She'll dump it down deep. After it is Ames. Ames on the forecheck. Cleared out by the Cardinals. 1 minute left in overtime. Here come the Cardinals. They get by Miller. Cuts across the top of the circle. Nice play by Voigtman to poke that one away. Voigtman in the corner. She takes a big hit. No call there. Centering pass. Hadley with a big save. Deflects it to the near side boards. Back around the end of the net. Shot fed out in front. Picked up by the Cardinals. They go back to the point. Here's a chance for Ames. Ames is going to pick it up. Here's Ames. She comes in. Ames shot over the net is Ames. She had a chance to win it all, but Ames threw it over the net. Here comes Ames. She picks it up. Shot goes towards the net. Rebound comes out top of the slot. Glendy right there. Puck is loose, but it's picked up by the Cardinals. Cleared out with 10 seconds left to go. Here come the Cardinals across the red. Shot goes in, deflected up off of the glass, and that's going to be the end of this one as the puck ricochets back behind the net and they feed it out, and that'll be the buzzer for overtime.
Make a move.
Good opportunities there for the Crimson to end this one, but this will end in a 2-2 tie. Great play by both teams. Maple Grove, ton of opportunities at the end to put this one away, but the goaltender came up big. We'll end in a 2-2 tie. Shots on goal through the overtime, 27 for Maple Grove, 24 for the Cardinals. Hope you enjoyed this game. What a great one. Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames bringing you today's action from Alexandria Ice Arena. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show.